With BS6 norms hitting the diesel engines hard, many premium hatchback manufacturers have completely ditched the diesel options and only offer petrol variants like the Volkswagen Polo, the Suzuki Baleno, and the Honda Jazz.
But fret not, my friend. If you are in the market for a diesel hatchback that is premium and you need that fuel range, go for the Tata Altroz.
Tata Motors launched the Altroz premium hatchback in the beginning of last year in the Indian market. The Tata Altroz features the brand's all-new, agile, light, flexible, advanced architecture, and going forward, this new platform will be used on all future small and mid-sized products from the same company. The Altroz is the second product from Tata Motors to feature the company's Impact 2.0 design language. The first product featuring this was the Harrier SUV. With this new design language, the Altroz looks sharper, aggressive, and more premium when compared to its rivals in the segment. The Altroz is one of the finest premium hatchbacks you can buy today, with good looks and amazing features.
Except for this one, of course, the true king of the segment, the Hyundai I20. Even it has a powerful diesel engine up front, decently good looks, totally subjective, and a truckload of features to appeal to the Indian consumer.
This new i20 is now better than ever before. They have completely overhauled the looks, given it a new chassis and a new set of exciting engine options. The i20 has always been a dominant player in the sales charts, only coming second to the Suzuki Baleno. But who wants a tin can with no safety? So today let's find out if Indian gully rap can take on South Korean K-pop.
At the front, you get a sleek set of smoked headlights with projectors for low beam and reflectors for high beam. You do not get an LED strip, but you do get DRLs with the projectors right here. There is a little bit of black touches everywhere for a sporty touch, and to finish it all up, there is a strip of chrome across the width of the front of the car to give it a classier look. Moving on to the side profile, you can see the window line is upswept and there are more black touches everywhere to give it a sporty look. Cool thing about the Altroz is that the doors open up 90 degrees. The rear door in the C line has the door on the window pane so that it creates a nice flush look on the side profile too. The sleekness continues at the rear of the Altroz with these hovering tail lights that look really nice, and everything is piano black finished just like the car except the Altroz logo and the Tata logo. Step inside the Altroz and you're welcome with ample amounts of space everywhere and an all-new premiumness that you do not receive in any of the Altroz siblings. Wherever you touch is good quality leathers and good quality plastics, apart from the steering wheel, which I am a little let down by because the plastics do not match the other parts of the interior. However, taking center screen is this 7-inch Harman navigation system, and it's really good. There's quite a lot of information on display for the price of the car. However, there is also another thing that I really do not like of this car, and it's this.
Economy drive mode activated.
Well, it's kind of annoying. However, not like every other woman, you can actually shut her up.
One place where the Altroz falls short is in the instrument cluster side of things. We know you get a larger digital screen in the higher end variants, but it's just not as good as what you find in the i20. The screen is quite smooth, very informative, and has great graphics too, but compared to the i20's gigantic digital instrument cluster, the Altroz's one gives you some inferiority complex.
So these are the looks of the i20, and I know when I said good looks, it was totally subjective. This design has caused a lot of controversy in the market, and well, For me, it looks pretty good. I mean, I don't have any sort of problem with this design, but let's start off with some of the characteristics that this design has. Well, as you can see, it has these sharp looking headlights, and just like the Altroz, it does not have any sort of LED headlight setup. You do get LED DRLs though, but since this is not the top end, you do not get that in this car. Apart from that, it looks very aggressive and pointy up front. You get this massive gaping grille just like an Audi, but you still have a lot of fakery going on in the front. These vents are kind of fake. I mean, they are fake, not kind of, but at least it looks the part. Come down to the side profile and it looks compact, it looks sharp. You have these black side skirts with the I20 badging on the side to give it that sporty look. Coming around to the back end, this is where stuff gets a little bit dodgy for me. I mean, the back end is where the controversy has been stirred up from quite a lot. These headlights, they look pretty good to me, but I don't know about other people. It has this continuous flowing design. Again, a little bit more of fakery with this diffuser, like it's going to be of any use to a small little hatchback. But still, I do not think that this design is as bad as people say. Looks pretty good to me. Now, this is where the i20 should outshine the Altroz, but weirdly, everyone else is picking up the pace. But still, the i20 has a lot of features which the Altroz doesn't. And let's start off with some of the features. Well, first of all, let's talk about the interior design. It has these horizontal streaks running all across the dashboard. You have these nice speaker designs as well. Since this is not the top end variant, you do not get the 7-speaker Bose surround system. The steering wheel, well, it is exactly like the one you find in the Creta, so it has that nice look to it with these aluminum brushed finished pieces all around. Do I like the look of it? Well, I like more simple looking designs. All of this is subjective, by the way, so if you like it, go for it. You get two massive screens in front of you, and unlike the Altroz, you get a completely digital instrument cluster in front of you, which looks absolutely amazing. You have an anti-clockwise tachometer, which a lot of people don't like, just like the BMWs, but I've gotten totally accustomed to it. You have a central screen as well in the instrument cluster, which shows a lot of information like your trip data, fuel range, TPMS monitor, and everything like that. You get a massive infotainment system in the middle, which has a load of features like Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, inbuilt navigation, FM AM radio, and a lot of other gimmicks here and there. All in all, this interior is not as spacious as the Altroz. It feels tight and compact, but in terms of tech, I think so this is a step above the Altroz.
So powering the Tata Altroz diesel is a 1.5 litre turbo diesel engine that pushes around 90 bhp and 200 Newton meters of torque. It does duty in the Nexon as well, and this is the first time me driving it, and first impressions is initial pickup is pretty non-existent. However, in the mid-range you do get quite a surge, and it tapers out at around 4,400 RPM. You do feel quite a lot of turbo lag in this diesel. And when you put it in city mode, it's quite a decent surge of power. However, when you put it in eco mode, it's quite sluggish. Disregard that, and this car is actually really comfortable to drive in the city. Super maneuverable. Visibility is all over the place, everywhere, 360 degrees, no problem. However, if you're going to push the car, let me tell you this, it can handle this alpha platform, is very well balanced. This chassis is very surprising for a car like this to perform this way. And apart from that, gearbox is a standard 5-speed gearbox, which doesn't feel very slick. However, it's a city car, so you're not going to be doing much in it too. So if you are in the market for a premium hatchback that needs to be diesel and have that fuel range, this is the car for you.
So how does this thing work if you like having a good time in your car on Sunday mornings? How is it as an enthusiast car? Well, I have to say Hyundai has improved the driving dynamics of the i20 dramatically over the years. I mean, first of all, this car drives like a proper hot hatch, even though it does not have any hot hatch attributes like a fast engine or a loud exhaust. This thing, in terms of its driving dynamics, it corners very nicely and the steering is quite lively. Although I have to say, since this is not any of the sporty variants, the suspension is quite soft, so there is a lot of body roll through the corners. But apart from that, it's a very nice car to drive if you are going to do some enthusiastic drivings in the canyons. There are a few things that are not really good about this car. I mean, I would first of all like a more punchier diesel engine. They say it has 240 Newton meters of torque, but I really don't feel it. I mean, there is no pickup in the sense of what a Volkswagen diesel car gives you. I mean, after 2000 RPM, I'm waiting for that kick of diesel torque, but it's not there. It's never there for some reason. It's a very linear power curve for some reason. Another thing that annoys me a little bit, not too much, is this gear shifter over here. It has this little rubbery feeling to it when you put the gears in their place. It is a little satisfying in some sort of way, but it's not how a hatchback's gearbox should feel, in my opinion.
The matter of fact is, both of these cars are great in their own respect, but the real problem arises when you start talking about price. The Hyundai commands a massive, unprecedented premium over the Altroz of almost 2 lakhs on every comparable model. Where you get the base diesel Altroz for 7 lakh rupees, you get the base diesel i20 for 9 lakh rupees. Which one would we have? The i20 does have that edge in technology and giving you a well-sorted interior, but is it worth 2 lakhs extra over the Altroz? I don't think so. The Altroz displays great value for money, but if you want those extra features and a properly equipped premium hatchback that drives well, looks great and has a very nice interior, the i20 is the way to go. But if all of those factors do not concern you as much as a well-riding hatchback, a very spacious one and loads of practical features, the Altroz is the way to go. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is Bhavneet and Soham Saraf. We hope